Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Yemi and Bimbo Davids.
Pelumi. Hi everyone, my name is
Pelumi
Pelumi.
Davids. Um, so we have another interesting conversation this evening. Share, like, subscribe. Be a part of our conversations family, and invite other people as well.
Conversations. I think what has also helped is it's almost like separating business from and family. So it's also good spiritually because I feel as pastors' children we take for granted our parents' calling. So our parents are pastors and they have been called, but because we see them at home in pajamas, we forget that they're actually pastors. So I think remembering, like, I think what's really important that we should not forget that they are actually called and there's power in the calling. That also helps. So separate that at times.
So it's like a balance, right?
Yeah.
Where you honor the call on your parents, you accept it, and you partake of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I remember recently this message is sent about us as parents, as pastors, intentionally mentoring her and her sisters. And she sent that message, and it was really powerful for me because, you know, um, yeah, sometimes you just take it for granted as Christian leaders and pastors that our children are towing our line, or they should just get it. But that was like a wake up call for her and for me and for my husband as well, where we need to be conscious of their own growth and mentor them as much as we are mentoring others.
Yeah.
Right? So that was a good, wake up call, I would say, where I'm like, okay, Pelumi, are you, or whoever, other siblings, are you reading? Which book are you reading? Are you growing? Are you praying? We ask those questions the same way we would ask other people that are not our family, not taking it for granted that, they would automatically do it. Or maybe they leave our circle, they go to school, and we think they will just follow through. The other part of it is also the part where children will be children.
Yeah.
Children will make their mistakes. Children will, in quotes, want to be children and want to behave their age as teenagers, as preteens, as children. And there's a balance for us too as pastors. There's a balance too for us as pastors where we are saying that don't over spiritualize. No, maybe that's not the right word, but don't let them be, right?
Conversations. Yeah, because I feel a lot of times I see, because I have some friends that are also PKs, and I know like they feel that they can't talk to their parents because they are scared of the pastor's role. And I feel like sometimes the pastor's role intertwines with the parent role. So I think when a pastor's child makes a mistake, they feel more scared to tell their parents because they feel that they'll be judged more. And I think that's when the hiding out comes, and you see a lot of pastors' kids having double lives because they just feel like they need to hide their true self or they'll be judged by their parents. And I think it's just making sure that you pay attention to your children because if they feel like you're not paying attention to them and they don't see the effort, they will hide things, and hiding doesn't help anybody in that situation. So
What I would say to that is, I read a book a while ago that said parents need to, it was an article really, that we need to extend grace to our children. Yes, they will fall below the standard sometimes. They will act out. So I always turn it to myself. I was a teenager. I was a young person too. I made mistakes too, and I'm grateful for my parents. I'm so grateful for them because they never judged me. They never judged me. Never judged me. And they knew. In fact, some of the mistakes I made, they just found out. So while I was an adult, they were like, so you made this kind of mistake. But you see, they never judged me. So it was easy. But and they were not, Christians. They were churchgoers at that time. They were not yet born again, but sometimes you feel like it's even us that are Christians born again that know Christ that are more judgmental,
Yeah.
than others. So yes, we are Christians, we love God, we know God, we serve God, we have standards, but we are human as well. God even said that he knows. He said, if you say you are without sin, then you lie in
Yeah.
First John 1. So he knows that we have the capacity and the tendency to make mistakes. And he gave us the forgiveness track. Just confess and then, But for us as humans, especially when you're a pastor, we feel that we fail. Maybe I'll also speak from that perspective where your child has made a mistake and you just feel that sense of, I guess it's a parent thing too, that I failed as a parent, and where did I go wrong? But I'm learning too that parent, don't guilt trip yourself or trap yourself. Even when your children make mistakes, they will make mistakes. They will make mistakes. Let them learn from the mistakes. Don't judge them. So you can talk about the consequence or you can talk about the repercussions. But before you even talk about it, accept them first.
Yeah.
Let them express it. My joy is to have children that, in spite of their mistakes, so there are times growing up, we'll tell our daughters, I'm not out for you being the best in your class. Do your best. If you don't get up to the standard you want, it's okay. You are still my child. If you make a mistake, I will love you. There's nothing you will do that would ever stop me from loving you. So when we keep saying that, they understand it. It's not easy, believe me, right?
Yeah.
You still get to that place where you're saying, are you sure? Can I talk to them? Can I say this? But when they say it, when they see us, express it ourselves, oh, I made this mistake. Tell your children about your own mistakes.
Yeah.
Conversations.
And I think also it kind of does to do with social media and just the popularity of maybe the pastors in general. I think maybe I won't say hiding your children, but keeping them private while they're growing really helps, especially with when they make mistakes. Because I feel sometimes as pastors, you feel, oh, you did something wrong. What would the church say? And that shouldn't be like I feel like that shouldn't be a thought because other parents are not thinking, what will my neighbors say when a child makes a mistake? But I feel like pastors, when a child, especially like a teenager, makes a mistake, you're thinking, oh, what would they say on social media? What would the church say? Why would you do? And that makes you harder on them, and that makes more fallouts to happen. So I think keeping them private along their childhood helps them remain children and also helps with the yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll come back. And I would like to, when we come back, we'll kick off with where she ended about keeping our children private because it's a very important thing. Thank you.